Revolution now. Hey everybody, today we're going to be reviewing Phoebe Bridgers' sophomore album, Punisher. For those of you who do not know Phoebe Bridgers, she's a pretty talented musician, has a pretty successful musical career, has her toes in a number of pretty successful indie rock / indie folk projects, including her own solo project. Her debut album did really well. She's also in Boygenius, and she's also in Better Oblivion Community Center. All three of these music projects are pretty successful, and she's not, this is her sophomore album, not too deep in her career yet, but pretty talented, pretty successful, pretty cool. You know what? Let's see what she's doing on her sophomore album. Let's go ahead. Let's see how talented she really is. Let's start by taking a look at the album cover. Now this is a very dark album cover. I love the colors here. You got like this dark reddish orange kind of blend clashing into like a bluish purple, beautiful tones, colors that clash, very dark, very mysterious. I love it. And as you can probably guess, the dark album cover alludes to the music, which is gonna be pretty dark, okay? I'd say primarily because of the production. The production on this album is wonderful. Lots of cool instruments in this. Just in every single song has a really cool arrangement instrumentally, sometimes primarily driven by a piano or a clean electric guitar or an acoustic guitar, but just really subtly, very gently. There's just so many other cool instruments here. There's like a beautiful string section. Sometimes there's like a choir or bells or maybe even a woodwind or just like a male vocalist kind of humming gently that contrasts the very whispery, quiet, beautiful vocals of Phoebe Bridgers. A lot of the times when she's singing, it sounds like she's on the verge of crying. So lots of cool textures, but like I said, very gently produced, very subtle. Everything's very delicate on the ears, but it's also very, very dark tones. This is a very dark album, which actually kind of, I think, warrants a lot of re-listens, because you re-listen and you're picking up on new textures and sounds and instruments and different things in the arrangement you didn't pick up before. Really cool, really beautiful. If that's your thing, if you're into like listening to like indie folk with a lot of cool, beautiful arrangements that are delicate and chill, you're gonna like this album for sure, okay? And that's, and not only is the production make this album pretty dark, but also lyrically, there's some pretty dark, but very beautiful, very captivating, very interesting lyrics, okay? Sounds a lot like a lot of lyrics here about themes of being young and depressed and wild and just like being very observant and looking around at life, and just some pretty heavy lyrics that really grab you, both because of the vocabulary choice of Phoebe Bridgers is pretty interesting, which I like, and also just because of the content is pretty dark, like a freaking lyric about a pissing contest, and then there's another lyric about a freaking baby dying. Just like, whoa, there's gonna be some lyrics that really stick in your head in this album, which I like. And lastly, I think that the number one other takeaway from this album is there's pretty much two sounds covered here, okay? There's a song like Kyoto, which is definitely the most energetic song on this album, feels the most close to like a full-blown rock song, lots of energy, pretty epic chorus with a beautiful melody in the chorus that's just so gorgeous, gets stuck in your head. A really explosive, energetic arrangement. But then there's the vast majority of the album, like Halloween and just Moon Song, are much quieter, slower, stripped back. Just everything's a little quieter, so you gotta like kind of like really listen in to hear Phoebe Bridgers, her vocals, and what she's singing about. Way, way less explosive than Kyoto. And then of course there's the song In the End, or excuse me, I Know the End, which is kind of a blend of both. Probably like the most climactic song on the album, the last song on the album, which starts off a little bit quieter, like you might expect in like Moon Song or something like that. And then in the end, it has a huge cathartic explosion, and it ends with her doing like a punk revolution now, like into the microphone, and that's how the album ends. Sorry to spoil it, but anyways, cool stuff. Warrants re-listens. I do feel like in the middle of the album, it does start to drag because it is a lot of slow stuff. I wish there were more explosive moments like Kyoto and the end of the album. But you know what? It's cool, beautiful vocals, great lyrics, great arrangements. Just wish there was a little bit more energy, more moments like Kyoto. But you know what? I think it's a great work of musicianship. I'm giving this a 7.8 out of 10. Really cool stuff. I think some people might be bored out of their mind by this album, but I think some other people are gonna find this to be the best album they listen to this year. It's pretty good, folks. Okay, so you decide what if this sounds like your taste. But whatever. Thank you for watching, folks. Punk Revolution now. Like, comment, subscribe. Punk Revolution now. Phoebe Bridgers, if you watch this, by the way, go ahead and hit subscribe because I'm gonna be making videos just for you.